So you're wondering what I'm doing at this spot? It's still Techbridge on Lagos Television, and what I'm trying to see here is to do a kind of comparison among all the platforms that you can have to make your calls. There is a usual way of recharge and pay, and of course you can use the voice over internet protocol thing using all the platforms, especially the social media that we have now. You can make your calls on WhatsApp, on Skype, Google Duo, and of course Facebook. But one thing that we're trying to see here is trying to do a kind of comparison, which one is better for you, and probably say which one saves your costs and you get a better quality. That is our focus today on Techbridge on Lagos Television. I'm Sheyifumiola today. One thing that is so certain is that when you don't know all the options available to you with technology, you will be saying that technology is a cost. But by the time you know every possible options that you have, especially on the positive side, you will change that mindset. You'll be saying that technology is here to stay and it's for me. So that is our focus today. I'm going for a quick break now. Just stay where you are. Techbridge continues. So thanks for staying with us. It is still Techbridge on Lagos Television. I told you earlier that we'll be looking at the better way to make calls. I told you that you can do the recharge and pay thingy, and of course you can use your WhatsApp, your Google Duo, your Skype, and your Facebook to make your calls. From a personal experience, I realized that making calls on WhatsApp and any of those ones I've mentioned earlier is kind of clearer and it's cheaper compared to you paying to make calls. What I mean by that is that when you make calls on any of these social media platforms, you get a quality picture, a quality audio, and probably quality picture when it comes to videos. Now, the next question you want to ask me is that how about the internet signal? That really depends on where you live actually. It's all about the network provider that you have. If you are using Google Duo, it is kind of recommended that it is better for video calls. It does well when it comes to low signal region, but let's see what we have from those who use it as well. That is just my experience. So let's go now and talk to some other people. It's still Techbridge on Lagos Television.
Thank you.
So we are trying to see how the experience of users when it comes to making calls, the normal recharge and pay, and using any of the social media platforms like WhatsApp or Google Duo, Skype, and the rest of it. What's your experience about that?
Basically, I prefer to use normal recharge and pay calls because I feel it's better. It's more like you can communicate more. I don't feel that safe on WhatsApp because I've heard a lot of stories about people saying that okay, WhatsApp keeps your audio calls and might be used against you. But basically, I love when you can like use the normal MTN Glow, right, to use as your normal call. Because if you use something like video, people just use video calls and audio calls because of it's like they can see the person. Let's say video calls. But I don't think more people prefer to use recharge and pay than normal video calls and audio calls. Because the video call, they only use it when they want to see the person. Audio calls, I don't know why they use it when they have their recharge and pay, but I prefer to use recharge and pay.
Okay,
yeah.
But are you also aware that WhatsApp is always putting this message on your phone that the messages you send on WhatsApp are encrypted?
Yeah.
That means it is not possible for anyone to tap into it.
Yes, I get that message, but I'm not a WhatsApp user. Like, I don't use WhatsApp a lot. I use mostly, like my brother said, Telegram. I use normal Skype, although it might be old fashioned. And I don't focus on all these things because it's just normal social media. And I just need to call normally. Just that's all I need it for. I don't need to chat with anyone high because I'm still a student.
What I would say about WhatsApp calls is that there are times it's not very clear, it breaks up. That is why I prefer the normal call, the voice call over it.
Okay, have you used any other social media to make calls apart from WhatsApp?
No, I haven't. Just the WhatsApp.
Okay, but using WhatsApp, how about the cost effectiveness?
It's cost effective. I can say that. It's cost effective, particularly for international calls.
Okay, depending on the airtime I have on my phone. If I don't have much airtime, I prefer to do WhatsApp call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that is cheaper, right?
Yeah, well, I say it's cheaper though. But when I have much credit on my phone, I could do normal calls as well.
Okay, about the audio quality, both sides?
Audio quality.
Yes.
I think a normal call is better because sometimes for your WhatsApp call, you might have network fluctuation, so you might not be able to hear well. But when you do your normal call, that one works without network, so you should be able to hear well.
Okay, do you use any other social media to make calls apart from WhatsApp?
No, just WhatsApp.
I prefer the normal calls to it because the WhatsApp call sometimes when I try to call, it doesn't go. So I prefer using the normal calls. Sure.
Okay, have you used any other social media to make calls?
No.
Like Google, Skype, and the rest of
No,
it?
I have not.
The WhatsApp calls are cool because you don't see like physical charges like money, but you know your data are actually going. But I'd rather do a WhatsApp call if I'm doing an international call.
Okay,
For international
do you
calls.
use any other social media to make calls except WhatsApp?
Yeah, I've used an Instagram video call before.
Okay, and what's your experience like?
It's quite funny because it shares the screen into two. You're seeing the person in front, like the upper part of the screen and the lower part of it. Like it's funny, but I'd rather do FaceTime or do an Instagram video call than actually do an Instagram video call.
I use normal calls most of the time.
Okay, do you use WhatsApp or
Yes.
and the rest of it?
Yes, I
So what's
do
your
so.
experience like using the internet data bundles to call?
They are very fine. Just that at times, the network is always bad. But I think recently they have been so nice.
Okay,
They're very good.
in terms of cost effectiveness, which one will you choose?
I think I prefer the WhatsApp call. It's better.
Ordinary calls, and I also use WhatsApp. I've rather received WhatsApp calls. I hardly make WhatsApp calls, but I do receive them.
Okay, so what's your experience like in terms of audio quality using the normal call or receiving WhatsApp calls?
Of course, ordinary calls. I prefer ordinary calls to WhatsApp calls because WhatsApp calls are many times not clear. Generally not clear.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so how about have you initiated any call from your WhatsApp before to compare the cost in terms of deducting your megabytes and making the newer calls?
I honestly haven't tried it to know the cost. I always assume that maybe it's cheaper. That is why people use it. But I'm also aware that payment is done to get data for internet. So I really haven't figured out why it is done, and I haven't engaged in comparing the cost. My assumption is either way there is cost to be borne.
I've used actually all of them: the WhatsApp call, Facebook call, and normal calls.
Okay, let's hear your experience for each of them.
Normal call is still the best. Yeah, it's still the first. Then WhatsApp call, some people that don't have airtime, like we the young ones, we subscribe. We can subscribe 1.5 for data, and don't be airtime to call. Then the data and the WhatsApp we use it to make calls.
Okay,
Yeah.
how about Facebook calls?
Facebook call is one of the worst. It doesn't go through. I don't understand. It's always hanging on. So the normal call is still the best.
Okay.
The WhatsApp call can be handy at times.
Okay. So how about video calls on WhatsApp as well?
Video calls, they are cool. I mean, very cool.
Okay, so if the network is fine Which one would you prefer? The normal
Video
call?
call, WhatsApp video calls. I love it.
And what's your experience like in terms of audio quality and cost effectiveness?
Okay, I use both sides anyway, and the truth is that both of them do different things. If I need to call someone and I need to see that person's face, like I need to actually see the facial expression of what I'm going to tell the person, I would use a video call on WhatsApp or maybe email or whatever app that does that. So I normally do that. It's not cost effective anyway, but because of the rates of data in Nigeria, and going on the alternative, I prefer to use my normal charge rate for calls. I actually spend more time making calls on normal call USSD calls than the video calls because I get bored anyway. I get bored. That's just it. Yeah. I normally don't check my balance often, but I actually know that if I load maybe 400 naira, I call a lot. So I can spend it. I can like maybe 2 days. 2 days. Yeah.
Before it finishes.
Before it finishes. And if I'm using video calls. I subscribe monthly. So when I use the video calls, I notice that I don't normally see that the data rate is really that much, but because people complain a lot about it, so I just see that it's not effective enough. It's not really because of the rates. The thing charges too much and all that. So and I use so many apps on the phone, and so the data is going too much, and you won't know before you know it. Your data is gone.
Okay, so how about the quality of the call? The call size?
Well, let me say the quality depends on where you are. That's just it. If I'm at home, I stay around Opik. If I'm at home, I see that the video quality is always nice. But when I'm on the way, like I'm going around Agege, Oshodi, or somewhere in Lagos that is not really close to a good reception, the quality is either the person calls and I just see a missed call. Sometimes I don't even know it's ranked. So sometimes you will not even know, or maybe sometimes it's not okay. Even the normal call, you just discover that you call someone that his phone is on just beside you, is not ringing. The same way it's on the internet side, it's also on the other side. We are not really ready for that in Nigeria. These people gave us 4G, but are we really using the 4G? Is it really 4G that we have on our phones? We just see 4G showing. But it's not really the 4G.
I said it can only get better.
Sure. I know. We didn't have this 4 or 5 years ago. Let's say, for instance, we used to have Imo. That was an app that we used for video calls sometimes ago. WhatsApp came with its own video call, and it just took people away from Imo. I don't even know if Imo still exists. But the truth is that video calls on WhatsApp is actually clear. It's actually okay. It's compared, if you have a good camera phone, you actually enjoy it. But the network sometimes it buffers. You just see reconnecting, and you just get pissed off and just drop it. You just call the person on normal call. So, and normal call sometimes if you are in somewhere that you are not really still having good reception, you still find out that you're not enjoying it. So that's just it.
So wow, it's different strokes for different folks. Mixed reactions you've got out there. Talking about how people make calls. Some people prefer to use the normal call charges, that is recharge and pay way, and some others prefer to use the internet way using WhatsApp call. That is one thing I realized from the people who talks to. Most of them prefer to use the WhatsApp compared to every other one. And one thing that was actually identified is the fact that it depends on the network signal, internet signal, at any point you are placing your call from. So that is saying something that network providers need to do more in making sure that the signals are strong at every location in the country. And secondly, the charges need to come down a bit more. That is one thing that could make people enjoy using technology. Remember, it's supposed to work for us and not against us. That is our episode today. Many thanks for staying with us. Remember, there's still Techbridge on Lagos Television, and you can connect with this program on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Techbridge LTV, and of course on YouTube, we are Techbridge LTV as well. You can watch this episode and every other previous episode again and again on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel as well. We appreciate it. I remain Shayifumi Ola today. See you some other time. Bye.